Self-Reliance. Awaken inner strength in sleep. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Lesson 1. The voice within. Trusting yourself. In the sanctuary of sleep, where the world grows quiet and your spirit finds its truest home, there lives a voice more ancient than time itself. This voice speaks not in the clamor of day, but in the whispered wisdom of your deepest knowing. Night. As you surrender to the gentle embrace of rest, you begin a sacred journey toward the most profound relationship you will ever cultivate, the relationship with your authentic self. Feel yourself sinking deeper now, deeper into the soft embrace of your pillow, deeper into the rhythm of your breath, and deeper still into the wellspring of wisdom that has always resided within you. This wisdom needs no external validation, seeks no approval from others, and requires no permission to speak its truth. It simply is, as natural and constant as your heartbeat, as reliable as the turning of the earth. Night, as your conscious mind releases its grip on the day's concerns, your inner voice grows stronger. Can you hear it now, whispering beneath the layers of doubt that others have placed upon you? It speaks in the language of your soul, reminding you that you have always known the way forward, even when the path seemed unclear. You have always possessed the answers you seek, even when the questions felt overwhelming. With each breath you take, you are dissolving the static of external opinions that has clouded your inner reception. The voices of well-meaning friends, the expectations of family, the pressures of society, all of these fade now, like distant radio stations, as you tune into your own frequency. Your inner voice becomes clear, more distinct, more trustworthy with each moment of surrender. You are learning, even in sleep, to distinguish between the voice that truly belongs to you and the echoes of others that you have mistaken for your own thoughts. Your authentic voice carries a different quality. It rings with the clarity of truth, resonates with the depth of your experience, and speaks always toward your highest good. This voice has never led you astray, for it is connected to the infinite wisdom that flows through all life. As you rest here, in this peaceful space between waking and sleeping, you are programming your subconscious mind to recognize and trust this inner guidance. Tomorrow, when decisions arise, you will find yourself naturally turning inward first, consulting the compass of your heart before seeking directions from others. You will discover that your first instinct, your immediate knowing, carries more wisdom than hours of outside counsel. The golden light of your inner wisdom grows brighter now, warming you from within, filling every cell of your being with the confidence that comes from self-trust. This light has always been there, waiting patiently for you to acknowledge its presence, to honor its guidance, to follow where it leads. You are not learning something new tonight. You are remembering something ancient and true. Your subconscious mind is now absorbing these truths. You trust the wisdom that lives within you. You listen first to your own heart before seeking the opinions of others. You know that your inner voice is your most reliable guide through all of life's passages. You honor your intuition as a sacred gift, a direct connection to the deeper currents of existence. The voice within grows stronger, not through force, but through the gentle cultivation of attention and respect. You are becoming fluent in the language of your own soul. Sleep now, dear traveler on the path of self-reliance, knowing that your dreams will carry these seeds of self-trust into the fertile soil of your subconscious. You trust the wisdom that lives within you. You trust the wisdom that lives within you. You trust the wisdom that lives within you. Lesson 2. The courage to be different. As you settle into the gentle embrace of sleep, allow your breathing to slow and deepen. For tonight, we journey into the sacred territory of your uniqueness. In this quiet sanctuary of rest, your mind opens like a flower to receive the truth that has always lived within you, that your difference is not a flaw to be hidden, but a gift to be celebrated. Feel your body growing heavy and relaxed as we begin to dissolve the old patterns that have kept your authentic nature concealed beneath layers of conformity and fear. Your subconscious mind is now ready to receive new programming, ready to replace the worn-out beliefs that told you to blend in, to make yourself smaller, to dim your light so others might feel more comfortable. These whispers of limitation are fading now, growing quieter with each breath you take. In their place, a profound knowing begins to emerge, the understanding that nature never creates duplicates, that you were born to stand apart, to contribute something to this world that only you can offer. Imagine now that you are walking through a vast garden where no two flowers are alike. Each bloom displays its unique colors, its distinctive fragrance, its particular way of reaching toward the sun. The roses do not apologize for their thorns, nor do the sunflowers bow their heads in shame for their towering height. Each plant celebrates its nature without question, without comparison, without the burden of seeking approval from the others. This is the natural order, diversity, authenticity, and the courage to be exactly what you were created to be. Your own distinctive qualities are beginning to shine more brightly now, as the old fears lose their grip. That creative spark that makes you different, that unusual way you see the world, that passion that others might not understand, these are not weaknesses to overcome, but strengths to embrace. Your subconscious mind is now accepting this truth completely, storing it in the deepest chambers of your being, where it will grow stronger each night as you sleep. Feel the courage flowing through your veins like warm honey, dissolving any remaining anxiety about standing out from the crowd. This courage is not loud or boastful. It is quiet and steady, like the confidence of a mountain that needs no validation for its majesty. You are programming this courage into every cell of your body, into every thought pattern, into every impulse toward expression. Tomorrow, when you wake, this courage will be more available to you. The voices that once whispered, "Conform, hide, be like everyone else," are growing fainter still, replaced by a growing chorus that sings, "Emerge, express, be gloriously yourself." Your difference is your gift to the world, and the world is waiting for what only you can bring. There are people who need to hear your voice, to see your vision, to be inspired by your unique way of being. By hiding your authentic nature, you rob not only yourself, but all those who would be touched by your genuine expression. As you drift deeper into restorative sleep, your mind continues to accept these new patterns of thinking. The shame around being different is dissolving completely, like mist before the morning's dawn. In its place grows a profound appreciation for your own uniqueness, a celebration of the ways you see and think and feel that are yours alone. Your subconscious is now programmed to support your authentic expression, to give you the courage to speak your truth, to share your gifts, to stand confidently in who you are. Your difference is not an accident, but a purposeful creation, a necessary note in the great symphony of existence. Without your unique contribution, the song would be incomplete. This knowing settles deep into your unconscious mind now, becoming part of your core programming, part of how you will naturally think and feel and act. The courage to be different is no longer something you must struggle to find. It is becoming who you are. Rest now in the certainty that your uniqueness is your strength, your difference is your destiny, and your authentic self is the greatest gift you can offer to a world that needs exactly what you have to give. Lesson 3. Freedom from conformity. As you settle into this sacred time of rest, allow your conscious mind to drift gently away, like leaves floating downstream. Tonight, we journey together into the realm of true freedom, where the invisible chains of conformity begin to dissolve in the warm waters of sleep. Your subconscious mind, that vast ocean of infinite possibility, now opens to receive the gift of authentic liberation. In the quiet darkness of this moment, feel yourself sinking deeper into a state of profound relaxation. With each breath, you release another layer of the expectations that others have placed upon you. These expectations, like old clothing that no longer fits, fall away effortlessly as you descend into the healing depths of transformative sleep. You are becoming free, naturally and completely, from the weight of living according to someone else's design for your life. Emerson whispered to us across the centuries that society everywhere is in conspiracy against the manhood and womanhood of every one of its members. Tonight, as your mind grows beautifully quiet and receptive, this truth settles into your being like morning dew upon fertile soil. You are not here to fulfill the narrow expectations of others. You are not here to squeeze yourself into the small boxes that fear has constructed around human potential. You are here to live as the magnificent, unrepeatable expression of life that you truly are. Feel your body melting deeper into comfort as you imagine golden chains of conformity beginning to shimmer and dissolve around you. These chains were never real, merely illusions created by a world afraid of authentic power. As they fade away like mist before the morning sun, you discover that you have always been free. The freedom you seek has been waiting patiently within you, ready to emerge the moment you stop trying to be someone else. Your subconscious mind now absorbs this liberating truth. You are free to think your own thoughts, to feel your own feelings, to walk your own path through this beautiful world. The opinions of others, once so heavy and controlling, now feel as light as whispers of wind that cannot touch the solid core of who you are. You are free to be authentically yourself, completely and without apology. As you drift deeper into this state of receptive peace, imagine yourself standing in a vast meadow of wildflowers, each bloom unique and perfect in its own expression. You see that nature never conforms, never apologizes for its diversity, never tries to make the rose become the lily or the oak become the pine. In this meadow of your inner landscape, you remember that you too are a unique flowering of consciousness, meant to bloom according to your own inner design. The programming of your subconscious mind continues gently as you rest. With each breath, you absorb more deeply the truth that conformity is the enemy of growth, the thief of joy, the silencer of your most authentic voice. But tonight, that voice grows stronger and clearer. Tonight, you reclaim your birthright of individual expression. You are being freed from the need to gain approval by becoming someone smaller than who you really are. Feel the warm waves of liberation flowing through your entire being as you sleep. Your cells themselves are remembering their original instructions to be vibrantly, unapologetically alive. Your heart recalls its ancient rhythm of authentic beating. Your mind releases the cramped patterns of thinking that belong to others and never to you. In this deep state of renewal, you are returning to your natural state of glorious individuality. I am free to be authentically myself. These words sink into the very foundation of your being, becoming as natural as breathing, as automatic as your heartbeat. You are free to be authentically yourself. And this freedom expands with every moment of rest, every cycle of sleep, every dawn that finds you more yourself than the day before. Let yourself sleep now in this freedom, knowing that you awaken each morning more liberated, more authentic, more courageously yourself. The world needs what you uniquely bring when you stop conforming and start living from the magnificent truth of who you really are. Lesson 4. Living in the present moment. As you settle into the gentle embrace of this sacred evening hour, allow yourself to discover the profound truth that dwells within this very moment. Here, in the quiet sanctuary of your rest, you begin to understand what Emerson knew so deeply, that all power, all peace, all possibility exists not in the shadows of yesterday, nor in the uncertain mists of tomorrow, but in the eternal radiance of now. Night, as sleep approaches with its healing wings, your subconscious mind opens like a flower to receive this transformative wisdom, programming your very essence to live fully awake in each precious present moment. Feel yourself releasing, with each gentle breath, the weight of past regrets that have followed you like heavy stones in your pockets. Those moments of should have been and could have done begin to dissolve into the darkness, no longer claiming space in your magnificent consciousness. Your mind, wise and ready for renewal, understands that the past exists only as memory, and memory need not chain you to anything less than this perfect now. As you drift deeper into relaxation, whisper to yourself the liberating truth. I release what was to embrace what is. Let this affirmation settle into your bones, into your blood, into the very core of your being. Now turn your attention away from the anxious whispers of tomorrow that sometimes crowd your thoughts like uninvited guests. Those fears of what might happen, those endless scenarios your mind creates in its attempt to control the uncontrollable, begin to fade like morning mist touched by sunlight. Your subconscious mind, infinitely wise, recognizes that tomorrow will unfold as it must, and you will meet it with all the strength and wisdom you possess in that moment when it arrives. But tonight, you rest in the profound understanding that this moment contains everything you need. Breathe deeply and allow yourself to know the future cannot diminish the perfection of this present instant. In this state of deep relaxation, you begin to experience the magnificent aliveness that comes from being fully present. Your consciousness, no longer scattered across time like seeds in the wind, gathers itself into the powerful focus of now. Here, in this eternal moment that never ends yet always renews itself, you discover the source of all true strength. The present moment becomes your sanctuary, your refuge, your place of infinite possibility. As you rest, your mind programs itself with this truth: I am completely alive in this sacred now. Feel the profound peace that comes when you stop trying to be anywhere other than exactly where you are. This bed, this breath, this heartbeat, this gentle descent into sleep becomes a perfect universe unto itself. Your subconscious mind, always working on your behalf, begins to understand that presence is not something you must achieve, but something you already are. You are presence itself, wrapped in human form, remembering your true nature with each passing moment. Let yourself sink deeper into this realization as you repeat silently, I am presence, experiencing itself. As sleep draws you into its regenerative embrace, your mind continues its beautiful work of programming this wisdom into every cell, every neural pathway, every quantum of your being. Tonight, as you dream and rest and heal, you are being transformed into someone who naturally dwells in the present moment. Tomorrow, When you wake, you will find yourself more anchored in the now, more alive to the simple miracles that surround you always, more capable of drawing from the infinite well of peace that exists only in this eternal present. Allow yourself to drift now, carried by the gentle current of this moment into the restorative depths of sleep, knowing that you are being reprogrammed for presence, for aliveness, for the joy of existing fully in whatever moment you find yourself. You are becoming someone who needs neither past nor future to feel complete, for you carry completeness within you, always. Rest now in the perfect sufficiency of this sacred now, this eternal moment that is your true home. Lesson 5. The power of inner conviction. In the deepest chambers of your being, as sleep beckons and the world grows quiet, there lives an unshakable strength that no force on earth can diminish. Tonight, as you surrender to rest, this ancient power within you awakens, growing stronger with each gentle breath, each peaceful moment of surrender. Your inner conviction, that sacred certainty that flows from your truest self, begins to crystallize like starlight in the darkness, becoming clearer, brighter, more radiant with each passing moment. Feel yourself sinking deeper into comfort now, deeper into the embracing arms of sleep, where transformation occurs effortlessly and beautifully. In this sacred space between waking and dreaming, your subconscious mind opens like a flower to the morning sun, ready to receive the gift of unwavering self-belief. Tonight, you are programming into your very cells the power of inner conviction, that magnificent strength that allows you to stand firm in your truth, regardless of the storms that may rage around you. Breathe deeply now, and with each exhale, release any tendency toward wishy-washy thinking, any pattern of second-guessing yourself, any habit of wavering in your beliefs. These old patterns dissolve like morning mist, leaving behind the solid ground of your authentic convictions. Your mind is becoming clear, focused, unwavering. Your heart is becoming steadfast, courageous, true. Your spirit is becoming an unshakable mountain of strength and certainty. As you drift deeper into this healing sleep, imagine a golden compass appearing in the center of your chest, its needle pointing always toward your highest truth. This compass represents your inner conviction, your moral courage, your ability to know what is right and to stand firm in that knowing. With each breath, this compass grows brighter, its pull stronger, its guidance clearer. No external pressure can deflect its needle. No criticism can cloud its face. No doubt can dim its radiant light. Your convictions are not borrowed from others. They are not fashioned from the opinions of the crowd. They spring from the deepest well of your being, pure and clear and true. Tonight, as you rest, these convictions are being strengthened, reinforced, made permanent in your subconscious mind. You are becoming someone who knows their own mind, who trusts their own judgment, who stands firm in their own truth with quiet dignity and unshakable strength. Feel the power of this conviction flowing through every fiber of your being now. It moves through your thoughts, making them clear and focused. It moves through your emotions, making them stable and centered. It moves through your actions, making them purposeful and true. You are becoming a person of unwavering principle, someone whose word is their bond, whose beliefs run deep like roots of an ancient oak tree. In your daily life, this inner conviction manifests as quiet confidence in your decisions, as courage to speak your truth, even when others disagree, as strength to choose the difficult right over the easy wrong. You no longer bend like a reed in every wind of opinion. Instead, you stand tall and firm, grounded in your own authentic knowing, secure in your own moral compass. The voices of doubt that once whispered in your mind are growing fainter now, replaced by the strong, clear voice of your own inner wisdom. This voice speaks with authority because it speaks from truth. It commands respect because it respects itself. It inspires others because it is inspired by the highest principles of your authentic self. Night, as sleep deepens around you like a gentle embrace, your convictions are becoming your compass, guiding you surely through any confusion, any challenge, any moment of uncertainty. You wake each morning knowing who you are, what you believe, and why you believe it. Your life becomes a testament to the power of living from deep conviction rather than shallow opinion. Sleep now in the knowledge that you are becoming unshakable in your truth, unwavering in your principles, and utterly secure in the power of your own inner conviction. Tomorrow, you wake stronger, clear, more certain of your path, guided always by the compass of your authentic self. Lesson 6. Creativity through authentic living. As you settle into the gentle embrace of sleep, feel the creative force of the universe beginning to stir within you. Like a river that has been dammed for too long, suddenly finding its natural course toward the sea. Night, in the sacred quiet of your resting mind, you are awakening to the profound truth that your most magnificent creations flow not from imitation or careful conformity, but from the wellspring of your authentic self. Let your breathing deepen now, each exhale releasing the old patterns of creative timidity, each inhale drawing in the boundless energy that seeks expression through your unique being. You are not meant to create pale copies of what has come before, but to birth into the world something that could only emerge from the particular constellation of experiences, insights, and dreams that make you how you are. Feel this truth settling into your bones as you drift deeper into receptive slumber. What I learn is a charismatic. In the theater of your dreams tonight, watch as the walls of creative limitation begin to crumble. Those voices that once whispered you were not talented enough, not original enough, not worthy enough to create something meaningful, are dissolving like morning mist before the rising sun. Your subconscious mind is opening to receive a new understanding that creativity is not the privilege of the chosen few, but the birthright of every soul who dares to express their inner truth without apology or hesitation. Feel the creative river within you beginning to flow more freely with each passing moment of rest. This is not the forced creativity that struggles against the current of others' expectations, but the natural creativity that emerges when you trust the wisdom of your own heart. Like a tree that creates its fruit not by trying to be an apple tree or a pear tree, but by being fully itself. You create most powerfully when you cease trying to be anyone other than who you truly are. As sleep carries you deeper into this realm of possibility, sense how your authentic self holds the key to expressions that the world has never seen. Your particular way of seeing beauty, your unique manner of understanding truth, your distinctive voice that carries the music of your soul. All of these are not accidents, but instruments of creation that await your courage to play them without shame or self-consciousness. Let your sleeping mind absorb this liberating realization. Every attempt to create from a place of imitation or people-pleasing is like trying to paint with borrowed eyes or sing with a borrowed voice. The masterpiece that wants to emerge through you can only be born when you trust the colors that naturally flow from your palette, the melodies that naturally arise from your heart, the words that naturally spring from your deepest knowing. Tonight, as you rest in the arms of regenerative sleep, you are programming your consciousness to recognize creative opportunities everywhere. Your dreams are teaching your waking mind to see the extraordinary in the ordinary, to find inspiration in the simple moments of authentic living that others might overlook. You are becoming someone who creates, not from desperate ambition or competitive comparison, but from the joyful overflow of a life lived in harmony with your true nature. Feel the fear of creative judgment melting away like snow in springtime. Your sleeping mind is understanding that the critics and cynics who might discourage your creative expression are often those who have abandoned their own creative courage. Their resistance to your authentic expression is not evidence of its unworthiness, but of its power to remind them of what they have chosen to suppress within themselves. Each night of this gentle reprogramming is strengthening your trust in the creative wisdom that flows through you when you stop trying to control or perfect it. You are learning to create like a child creates, with wonder and delight, without the burden of needing to justify your inspiration or defend your vision to those who cannot see through your eyes. As you surrender completely to sleep, let this final truth settle into the depths of your being. Your authentic creativity is a gift, not only to yourself, but to a world that desperately needs the particular light that only you can shine. Rest now, knowing that tomorrow you will awaken with greater courage to express the magnificent creativity that has been waiting patiently within you, ready to flow freely from the authentic depths of who you truly are. Lesson 7. Overcoming fear of judgment. As twilight settles around you and your body finds its natural rhythm of rest, allow yourself to sink deeper into this sacred space where transformation begins. Tonight, we journey to the very heart of what holds so many souls back from their truest expression, the phantom fear of what others might think, say, or believe about us. Yet, in the gentle embrace of sleep, this fear loses its power, dissolving like morning mist before the rising sun of your authentic self. Feel your breath slow and deepen as you recognize a profound truth. The opinions of others are but passing clouds across the infinite sky of your being. They cannot touch the essence of who you are, cannot diminish the light that burns steadily within your soul. As Emerson knew so well, the person who lives in constant fear of judgment becomes a stranger to themselves, forever adjusting their truth to match the expectations of a world that changes its mind with each passing season. Let your body relax completely now, releasing all the tension you have carried from trying to please everyone around you. Notice how exhausting it has been to constantly measure your words, your actions, your very dreams against the imagined approval of others. This burden was never meant to be yours to carry. As you breathe in peace and breathe out this unnecessary weight, feel yourself becoming lighter, freer, more genuinely yourself with each gentle exhale. In the soft darkness behind your closed eyes, imagine yourself standing in a beautiful garden of your own creation. This is your inner sanctuary, where no criticism can enter, where no harsh judgment can take root. Here, you are perfect exactly as you are, complete in your uniqueness, worthy simply because you exist. The flowers in this garden represent every aspect of your authentic self, your quirks, your passions, your way of seeing the world that belongs to you alone. Now picture the words of critics and doubters as small pebbles being thrown toward your garden. Watch as these pebbles strike an invisible shield of self-love that surrounds your sacred space, bouncing harmlessly away and disappearing into nothingness. They cannot reach you here. They cannot harm the tender growth of your true nature. You are protected by the unassailable truth of your own worth, a worth that exists independent of anyone's opinion or approval. As you rest deeper into sleep, allow your subconscious mind to absorb this liberating realization, projecting their fears and limitations onto anyone brave enough to live authentically. Their criticism says nothing about you, and everything about their own relationship with freedom. You need not carry the burden of their unhealed wounds or unexpressed dreams. Feel yourself growing stronger with each breath, more immune to the arrows of judgment, more committed to the path of genuine self-expression. Your mind is being reprogrammed now, replacing old patterns of people-pleasing with new pathways of self-trust. Where once you might have hesitated to speak your truth or follow your heart, you now find courage flowing through you like a clear mountain stream, pure and unstoppable. In this state of deep rest, you are remembering something vital that you have always known, but perhaps forgotten. You came into this world as an original, and it would be a tragedy to leave it as a copy. Your unique perspective, your individual way of moving through life, your personal gifts and insights are needed exactly as they are. The world is waiting not for another version of someone else, but for the irreplaceable contribution that only you can make. Let sleep carry you now into dreams where you walk boldly in your truth, speak freely from your heart, and create fearlessly from your soul. In these dreams, you remember what it feels like to be completely yourself, unedited and unafraid. This feeling follows you into your waking hours, a gentle reminder that your worth is not up for debate, your truth is not subject to committee approval, and your path is yours alone to walk. Rest now in the profound peace of self-acceptance, knowing that each morning you will wake a little freer from the need for external validation, a little stronger in your commitment to authentic living, and a little more immune to the judgment of those who have forgotten how to trust their own inner voice. Lesson 8. Strength in solitude. In the sacred quiet of this night, as the world settles into peaceful slumber around you, allow your mind to discover the profound truth that Emerson knew so well. There exists within solitude a strength more powerful than any crowd, more sustaining than any external validation, more nourishing than the constant company of others. As you rest here, in the gentle embrace of darkness, your subconscious mind opens like a flower to receive this timeless wisdom, programming into your very being the ability to find not just comfort in solitude, but genuine power and renewal. Feel yourself sinking deeper into this understanding as your body relaxes completely. In solitude, you are not alone. You are finally home to yourself. This is where your truest thoughts emerge, where your most authentic feelings surface, where the voice of your soul speaks without interference from the chattering opinions of the world. As you breathe slowly and deeply, allow your mind to absorb this truth. Solitude is not emptiness, but fullness, not isolation, but integration, not loneliness, but a homecoming to your most essential self. Tonight, as you sleep, your subconscious mind erases any fear you may have carried about being alone. Those old patterns of anxiety, those learned beliefs that you must always be surrounded by others to feel worthy or safe, dissolve now, like morning mist before the sun. In their place, a new understanding takes root in the fertile soil of your sleeping mind. You are complete unto yourself, whole and sufficient, carrying within you all the companionship you could ever need. The great souls throughout history have always known this secret, that in the sanctuary of solitude we find not emptiness, but abundance. Your sleeping mind now programs this profound self-sufficiency into every cell of your being. You are learning to treasure those moments when you can hear your own thoughts clearly, when you can feel your own feelings without the influence of others, when you can simply be with yourself in perfect peace. This is not selfishness but wisdom, not withdrawal but preparation. Like a well that must be allowed to refill, like a garden that requires quiet seasons to bloom, your soul needs these sacred spaces of solitude to regenerate and remember who you truly are. As you rest here in the stillness, imagine yourself sitting by a calm lake at twilight, the surface of the water perfectly reflecting the first stars of evening. This is the mirror of solitude. In its peaceful depths, you see not loneliness, but your own infinite nature reflected back to you. You discover that you are fascinating company for yourself, that your own thoughts and dreams are worthy of your attention, that your inner landscape is rich and varied and deserving of exploration. Night after night, as this wisdom sinks deeper into your subconscious, you find yourself naturally creating and cherishing these moments of solitude in your waking life. You no longer flee from quiet moments, but seek them out as precious opportunities for renewal. You discover that after spending time alone with yourself, you return to others not depleted, but enriched, not needy, but generous, not desperate for connection, but freely offering authentic relationship from a place of inner fullness. Your mind is now programming a deep appreciation for the creative power that emerges from solitude. It is in these quiet spaces that your most original thoughts are born, that your clearest insights emerge, that your truest inspirations take flight. Like Emerson, walking alone through the woods of Concord, you are learning that solitude is not a retreat from life, but a deeper engagement with its essential mysteries. In the company of yourself, you discover ideas that could never emerge in the noise of constant social interaction. Sleep now carries this understanding into your very bones. You are your own best friend, your most trusted advisor, your most loyal companion. The strength you find in solitude becomes a foundation that supports every other relationship in your life. You no longer cling to others from desperation, but choose to connect from genuine love and interest. You bring to every encounter the richness of a person who knows themselves deeply, who has spent time in the sanctuary of their own consciousness and found it good. As you drift deeper into sleep, feel this truth settling into your heart. In solitude, you touch the universal. Paradoxically, it is when you are most alone that you connect with the great currents of life that flow through all beings. In the quiet of your own company, you discover not isolation, but intimacy with existence itself. Lesson 9. The Law of Self-Trust. Night, as you settle into the gentle embrace of sleep, allow yourself to sink deeply into the profound truth that lives at the very center of your being. There exists within you an unchanging law, as constant as the stars above and as reliable as the rhythm of your own heartbeat. This is the law of self-trust, the sacred principle that governs all authentic living and guides every soul toward its highest expression. Feel your body relaxing now, each muscle releasing its hold on the day's tensions, each breath drawing you deeper into this space of infinite wisdom. In this quiet sanctuary of night, you are free to remember what you have always known, but perhaps forgotten in the noise of daily existence. You are your own greatest authority, your own most trusted advisor, your own most reliable guide through the landscape of life. As sleep begins to weave its gentle spell around your consciousness, let these words settle into the very depths of your being. The law of self-trust is not something you must learn, but something you must remember. It is written in the language of your soul, inscribed in the sacred text of your heart, and whispered in the quiet moments when all external voices fade away. This law declares that you possess within yourself everything you need to navigate your path with wisdom and grace. Night, as your subconscious mind opens like a flower to the moonlight, allow this fundamental truth to take root in the fertile soil of your inner awareness. You need not seek permission from the world to trust your own judgment. You need not wait for others to validate what you already know in your bones to be true. The law of self-trust operates independent of external approval, free from the fluctuating opinions of others, untouched by the changing tides of popular thought. Feel this knowing settling into your cellular memory now, programming itself into the very fabric of your being. With each gentle breath you take, you are absorbing this eternal principle deeper and deeper into your consciousness. The law of self-trust becomes your natural state, your default setting, your automatic response to life's countless decisions and challenges. In the soft darkness that surrounds you, envision yourself walking through your days with the quiet confidence that comes from absolute self-trust. See yourself making decisions not from fear or external pressure, but from the clear spring of inner knowing that never runs dry. Watch as you navigate uncertainty with the steady compass of your own wisdom, moving through challenges with the unshakable faith that you possess everything necessary for your journey. This law of self-trust is ancient and eternal, predating all human institutions, outlasting all temporary authorities, remaining constant when all else changes. It belongs to you by birthright, not by achievement. It is yours not because you have earned it through perfection, but because you exist as a unique expression of life itself. Your very existence is proof of your worthiness to trust your own inner guidance. As sleep draws you deeper into its healing embrace, let go of any lingering doubt about your capacity for wise self-governance. Release any old programming that taught you to look outside yourself for answers that can only be found within. Allow the gentle current of sleep to wash away all vestiges of self-doubt, all remnants of the false belief that others know better than you what is right for your life. The law of self-trust operates through you even now, orchestrating your dreams, guiding your rest, preparing you for tomorrow's opportunities to live from your authentic center. It requires no effort from you, only surrender to what is already true. It asks nothing of you, except that you stop fighting against your own deep wisdom, and instead allow it to flow through you like a river returning to the sea. Tomorrow you will awaken with this law more fully activated within your being, more completely integrated into your daily experience. You will find yourself naturally trusting your instincts, honoring your insights, and following the gentle promptings of your inner voice with newfound confidence and ease. The law of self-trust will be your constant companion, your faithful guide, your unwavering foundation for all authentic living. Rest now in the absolute certainty that you are worthy of your own trust, capable of your own guidance, and perfectly equipped for your own unique journey through this magnificent adventure called life. Lesson 10. Walking the path of integrity. As the gentle waves of night wash over your consciousness, feel yourself stepping onto a sacred path that has been waiting for you since the beginning of time. This is the path of integrity, where your actions, words, and innermost beliefs flow together like streams converging into a mighty river. Night, as you surrender to the healing embrace of sleep, let your subconscious mind absorb the profound truth that living with integrity is not a burden to bear, but a liberation to celebrate. Feel your breathing deepen as you imagine yourself walking along a golden pathway that stretches infinitely before you. Each step you take represents a choice to align your outer life with your inner truth. With every gentle breath, you are programming your mind to automatically choose integrity in all your endeavors. There is no struggle here, no forcing or striving, only the natural magnetism that draws you toward authentic living, like a flower turning toward the sun. Allow the wisdom of ages to flow through you now, understanding that integrity is not about perfection, but about wholeness. When you speak, let your words spring from the wellspring of truth within you. When you act, let your actions be the natural expression of your deepest values. When you make choices, let them be guided by that inner compass that never fails to point toward what is right and true. Your subconscious mind is receiving these instructions now, weaving them into the very fabric of your being. As you drift deeper into this restorative state, feel the artificial divisions between who you are and who you pretend to be dissolving completely. The mask falls away, and beneath it is revealed the radiant authenticity that has always been your true nature. Your mind is being gently reprogrammed to recognize that living with integrity requires no effort when you are truly aligned with yourself. It becomes as natural as breathing, as automatic as your heartbeat. Let yourself sink deeper now into the understanding that integrity creates an unshakable foundation beneath your feet. No storm can topple you when you stand firmly rooted in truth. No criticism can diminish you when your actions spring from genuine conviction. No temptation can derail you when you are committed to walking this sacred path. With each passing moment of rest, these truths are embedding themselves deeper into your subconscious awareness. Imagine now that with every choice you make aligned with integrity, you are building something magnificent and enduring. Each honest word is a brick, each authentic action a cornerstone, each moment of truthful living a beam in the structure of your character. Your sleeping mind is absorbing the blueprint for this construction, ensuring that you awake each morning naturally inclined toward choices that honor your highest self. Feel the profound peace that comes from knowing you have nothing to hide, nothing to defend, nothing to justify. When your life is built upon the solid rock of integrity, you move through the world with a quiet confidence that needs no announcement, no validation, no applause. You simply are what you are, completely and authentically, and this wholeness radiates from you, like warmth from a glowing ember. As the night deepens around you, let yourself be cradled by the certainty that integrity is not a destination, but a way of traveling. Every morning offers you countless opportunities to walk this path more fully, to align more completely with your authentic nature, to live more wholly from your center. Your subconscious mind is now programmed to seek these opportunities with joy rather than see them as challenges to endure. Rest deeply in the knowledge that when you live with integrity, you become a beacon for others who are seeking their own path to authentic living. Your example speaks louder than any words, your presence more powerful than any argument. You need not preach or persuade, for integrity carries its own irresistible influence, drawing others toward their own truth by the simple power of witnessing yours lived fully. Let sleep carry you now into dreams, where every fiber of your being resonates with this commitment to wholeness, where integrity flows through you as naturally as the blood in your veins, preparing you to wake tomorrow more aligned, more authentic, more completely yourself than ever before. Lesson 11. Inner strength as true wealth. As you settle into the gentle embrace of sleep, Let your consciousness turn toward the greatest treasure that exists within you, the unshakable wealth of inner strength that no external force can ever diminish or steal. Tonight, as your body rests and your mind opens to deeper truths, you will discover that the riches you seek have always resided in the sanctuary of your own being, waiting patiently to be recognized and claimed. Feel yourself sinking deeper into relaxation as you release all attachment to the fleeting possessions of the material world. Gold may tarnish, silver may corrode, and earthly treasures may crumble to dust, but the strength that flows through your spirit remains eternal and untouchable. With each breath, you are remembering what Emerson knew so deeply, that true wealth is not what you own, but who you are. True wealth is not what you emulate, but what you emanate. True wealth is not found in vaults or coffers, but in the vast reserves of courage, wisdom, and authenticity that make up your essential nature. As your subconscious mind opens like a flower to moonlight, allow these truths to take root in the fertile soil of your sleeping awareness. You are wealthy beyond measure because you possess the capacity to think your own thoughts, to feel your own feelings, and to walk your own path with unwavering confidence. You are wealthy beyond measure because you carry within you the ability to create, to love, to inspire, and to transform not only your own life, but the lives of all who cross your path. Let go now of any anxiety about financial security, any worry about material lack, any fear that you do not have enough or are not enough. These concerns dissolve like morning mist before the rising sun of your inner knowing. Your true security comes not from bank accounts, but from self-trust. Your genuine abundance flows not from external sources, but from the inexhaustible well of strength that springs eternal within your soul. Feel this inner strength growing stronger with each moment of rest, each cycle of breath, each heartbeat that connects you to the rhythm of life itself. This strength has carried you through every challenge you have ever faced. This strength has been your companion in times of joy and your anchor in times of storm. This strength is not something you must earn or achieve. It is something you already possess in infinite measure. As you drift deeper into peaceful slumber, your subconscious mind is being reprogrammed with the understanding that you are inherently wealthy, inherently powerful, inherently complete. No external circumstance can add to or subtract from this fundamental truth. Whether the world around you speaks of prosperity or poverty, abundance or scarcity, you remain rich in the qualities that truly matter: integrity, courage, compassion, and a magnificent ability to remain true to yourself regardless of changing conditions. Your inner strength is a currency that never devalues, an investment that pays eternal dividends, a treasure chest that grows fuller each time you draw from it. When you stand firm in your convictions, you are spending this precious currency. When you choose authenticity over approval, you are making a withdrawing from your infinite account. When you trust your own judgment over the fleeting opinions of others, you are accessing wealth that multiplies with use rather than diminishing. Night, as you sleep, this understanding is being woven into the very fabric of your being. You are awakening to the recognition that you have never been poor, never been lacking, never been without the resources you need to live with dignity and purpose. Your strength is your fortune. Your integrity is your inheritance. Your authenticity is your treasure beyond price. Let these truths settle deeply into your subconscious mind as your body releases completely into restorative sleep. Tomorrow, you will awaken, not just refreshed in body, but wealthy in spirit, rich in purpose, and abundant in the quiet confidence that comes from knowing your true worth. You will rise with the unshakable certainty that you possess everything you need to create a life of meaning, impact, and profound inner fulfillment. Your inner strength is your true wealth, and this wealth can never be taken from you, never be diminished, never fail to provide exactly what you need when you need it most. Lesson 12. Awaken to self-reliance. As the gentle waves of sleep carry you deeper into this final sanctuary of transformation, feel the magnificent awakening that has been unfolding within you night after night. You have journeyed through the sacred chambers of your consciousness, dissolving old patterns and awakening to the truth that has always lived within your heart. Tonight, you step fully into the radiant being you are always meant to be, complete and whole in your self-reliance. Breathe deeply and feel how different you are now from when this journey began. The voice within speaks with clarity and strength. The courage to be different flows through your veins like liquid gold. Freedom from conformity has become your natural state, and you move through the world with the grace of one who knows their own worth. Every cell in your body vibrates with the power of inner conviction, and your creativity flows like a river that has found its way to the sea. The fears that once held you captive have dissolved like morning mist before the sun. The judgments of others pass through you without leaving a trace, for you have discovered the unshakable foundation of your own truth. In solitude, you have found strength. In self-trust, you have found your law. In integrity, you have found your path. Feel the warmth of inner strength radiating from your center, more valuable than any earthly treasure. This is your true wealth, the riches that can never be taken from you. As you rest in this profound knowing, your subconscious mind continues to weave these truths into the very fabric of your being. Each breath carries you deeper into the realization that you are complete unto yourself, sufficient in your own light. Night, as every night, moving forward, you sleep as one who has awakened to the magnificent truth of self-reliance. Your dreams are filled with visions of your authentic self, living boldly, creating freely, and walking with confidence through every experience life offers. You wake each morning more grounded in your truth, more aligned with your purpose, more radiant in your being. The transformation continues to unfold in the quiet hours of rest, programming every fiber of your consciousness with unwavering self-trust. You are becoming the person who relies on their inner compass, who trusts their unique perspective, who stands firm in their convictions while remaining open to growth. This is the balanced strength of true self-reliance, not rigid or isolated, but flowing and connected to the deeper currents of life. Feel yourself surrounded by the protective embrace of your own inner wisdom, knowing that you carry within you everything you need to navigate any path that unfolds before you. Your intuition guides you with perfect precision. Your creativity expresses itself through every thought and action. Your courage meets every challenge with grace. Your authenticity draws to you all that is meant for your highest good. As you drift into the deepest rest, know that you are awakened at the time. Know that every great soul has known throughout time. You are sufficient unto yourself. You are your own best counsel. You are the author of your own destiny. The power to create the life you desire lives within you, activated now and growing stronger with each passing night. Let these final moments of conscious awareness be filled with profound gratitude for the journey you have taken and the person you have become. Tomorrow you rise as one fully awakened to self-reliance, carrying within you the light that illuminates your path and the strength that makes you unshakable. Rest now in perfect peace, perfect trust, perfect knowing that you are exactly who you are meant to be. You are awakened, you are free, you are magnificently self-reliant.